Now what I've done here is I've added these 4 heavy-duty studs, and then I've put in 2 more dowlings here for a total of 4. And if you look very closely, let's see if I can zoom in on this. There is supposed to be a little tiny O-ring that goes around this, not the dowel, but it's supposed to go around that bolt. The problem with it is that the original gasket right here comes so close to the O-ring that they overlap. Now the O-ring is supposed to be Viton. The problem is with the overlap method is that the flame comes up from the cylinder, and if it burns through that Viton O-ring, you're screwed. So what I've tried to do is take a little bit of this gasket material, a little tiny sleeve of it, and what I do is I come up and I start at one edge right here, and I go all the way around this dowel to the other end. Then what I do is I coat the whole thing in the copper head gasket, 500-degree stuff right here. It's copper spray gasket. So what I'm doing is giving myself a custom fit gasket. It may work, it may not. But look, that's the only way we figure things out is experiment. This cylinder is a very, very fast, great cylinder, but it is at its edge of performance envelope as far as size. Now, after I get the blue things on here where I want them, then I'll put the head gasket back on. And the head gasket has got a little tiny mark on it right here. A little tiny arrow. And that tells me exactly what size is up, what size goes towards exhaust, so it's going to be an exact fit. And I think by lowering this 20 thousandths, or I don't know how many thousandths it is, but anyway, my squish band will come up higher and I'll have more of a compression. I've built this motor so many times, so many years, and when I first built it here a week ago, I put 2 gaskets on here because I wanted to check on the squish and everything, squish band. And I just think that the motor ran really well, but I wasn't getting the pop and compression and bitch slap acceleration that I think I should have gotten. I wonder if I said that right. Okay. Anyway, now I'm going to take this little piece here and I will put it in here all the way around, and I'll take my little knife and I'll cut it, and then I'll soak the whole thing in the 500-degree copper, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But the Viton O-rings don't work. They don't work because they overlap, and you can't overlap with these doweling anyway. And the dowels will fit right in the dowels. These are made a little bit larger for them. And I think it's really going to work nice if something doesn't break. Or my only problem is if I close the gap up on the squish a little bit too much, and then this is what happens. You see, you get pistons slapping against the top, and that's what you don't want, or that's what I don't want. So anyway, the experiment continues, and I hope to have the whole thing running better very, very soon. So the Monster Dio 120cc race engine Repsol continues.